lost so many followers on Twitter that she's not trying to have the same mass unfollowing on Instagram like she has on Twitter because of her, supporting Trump. Well, moving on, Summer Walker has some words for Celina Powell after Celina decided to be shady on Instagram. So if you guys don't know, Celina Powell used to date Lil Meech, and
Celina Powell used to date everybody. Oh my
she was
gosh.
basically being a sugar mama, paying for all of his things, haircuts, clothes, and all types of things. Okay, she was exposing this on social media. But anyway, Celina took to her Instagram story and said, when y'all crying over the same man, but she can actually sing. And then Summer Walker reposted this to her Instagram story and said, LMAO, tried to tell y'all these bees really fans of me. Now, I don't know why
Oh,
Celina Powell decided to say something to Summer Walker and then got mad when Summer Walker basically clapped back. So anyway, Celina responded to Summer Walker and said, sure am, now get back to the studio and make some more music about that man I took from you.
oh,
She also says, I used to smash Meech with your
someone about to
song
get her.
Spinning.
Hey guys, it's your boy Queen, your boys back on another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you guys can be notified when your boy posts another video. So today basically we got Megan Thee Stallion bun in the oven, allegedly. Nicki Minaj loses another 300K followers after unspeech. Now, y'all know I did touch bases upon, the Nicki Minaj situation and stuff, and about her having her different opinions when it came down to like Trump and her beliefs, and a lot of people, just didn't understand, why Nicki Minaj was like, I guess, like siding with Trump, and a lot of people didn't like the fact that she was, doing this speech and supporting Trump, and by Trump had wound up like he had posted, I think, like something of the bees in the trap like video, like dealing with I think like TikTok of like the sound he had used in one of his videos and stuff, and Nicki Minaj had wound up like thanking Trump for using like the sound and stuff, and she talked about like the situation like with Nigeria and all types of stuff. um and a lot of people didn't like that. They didn't like that at all, and it was like kind of like bashing Nicki, unfollowing Nicki, doing the most. Like, I just don't understand how y'all could bash somebody, for their beliefs. Like I said in my other video, like, it doesn't matter like if a person might believe something that you might not believe. I don't feel like you should cancel a person or bash them for not believing in the same thing that you believe in, which is kind of like crazy, honestly. Y'all know Megan Thee Stallion is going through like that situation with the lawsuit. I think she was suing what's her name, Malengromo. I forgot her name. It's that with an M. She's going like through courts and stuff. Malagramo, some her name, y'all. Something like Malagrama, Mia Graham, something like that, y'all. I don't know. I forgot her name, but it's like a blogger. But the blogger always like her pages always getting deleted and all types of stuff. Like I ain't gonna lie, she did like a case. She touched bases upon like the cases when it came down to like Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, and I guess like Megan Thee Stallion is suing her. I'm gonna have to check bases upon that. What the reason why I guess Megan is suing her for, but the girl, the blogger, she was on Tory Lanez side, and she felt like in her heart that Tory Lanez didn't, you know, shoot Megan Thee Stallion. So I guess like Megan Thee Stallion is suing her because of that, or I don't know. Like, I just feel like Megan Thee Stallion always want to cancel somebody if they don't believe her or if they don't support her. Is like she just feel like she's not on, you know, if you're not on her side, then you're against her in a way. Like, that's how Megan Thee Stallion give me. She give me that type of energy. But we're gonna watch this video, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. And join the gang. You feel me? We're on the road to 3K, y'all. And let's get into this video, guys.
Megan Thee Stallion. Well, guys, Megan Thee Stallion is in court because you guys know the whole situation with the blogger Malago Grams.
Malago Graham, whatever her name is.
Stallion. So the other day, Megan Thee
I couldn't
Stallion was
pronounce her name.
walking into court, and people feel as if they seen a baby bump on Megan Thee Stallion. So because of this video, this is the reason why people think that Megan Thee Stallion is pregnant, and I feel like it was just the outfit. Now I know that Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson have a great relationship, and you never know, a baby might be on the way because allegedly they moved in together. Allegedly, people feel as if they are married and then they're having a baby on the way, which I don't think that Megan Thee Stallion is pregnant. I just feel like it was the outfit because they.
Yeah, it probably was the outfit.
looks like Nicki Minaj has lost another 300,000 followers on Twitter 24 hours after speaking on behalf of the Trump administration at the UN. Now, this is not surprising because Nicki Minaj allegedly already lost 600,000 followers on Twitter when she was already supporting Trump because he made this post talking about what's going on in Nigeria.
Dang, that's a lot of followers though when you
Nicki
think
Minaj
about
is
it.
out here supporting him. She also reposted this video from the White House when they used her song Bees in the trap on one of their videos. And
Oh yeah, I
she's
just
just
spoke
been
about
doing
it.
a lot of stuff that seems like she's a Trump supporter and her fans are not here for it. Nicki Minaj steady losing followers like this shows that her fans, the Barbs, are not happy about her being a Trump supporter. And people are also starting to feel like Nicki Minaj deactivating her Instagram was a calculated move because, as you guys can see, she done lost so many followers on Twitter that she's not trying to have the same mass unfollowing on Instagram like she has on Twitter because of her, supporting Trump. Well, moving on, Summer Walker has some words for Celina Powell after Celina decided to be shady on Instagram. So if you guys don't know, Celina Powell used to date Lil Meech, and
Celina Powell used to date everybody. Oh my gosh.
basically being a sugar mama, paying for all of his things, haircuts, clothes, and all types of things. Okay, she was exposing this on social media. But anyway, Celina took to her Instagram story and said, when y'all crying over the same man, but she can actually sing. And then Summer Walker reposted this to her Instagram story and said, LMAO, tried to tell y'all these bees really fans of me. Now, I don't know why
Oh well.
Celina Powell decided to say something to Summer Walker and then got mad when Summer Walker basically clapped back. So anyway, Celina responded to Summer Walker and said, sure am, now get back to the studio and make some more music about that man I took from you.
Oh,
She also says, I used to smash Meech with
someone
your
about to
songs
get
playing
her.
in the background. I never gave it L. I like your music, girly pop. Oh, and I had London on the track before you, Enrico Reckless, and Meech all before you. So please,
She's a bop,
and
son.
sing it down.
Celina be dating
How she
everybody.
gonna talk this way to Summer Walker like she didn't say something about Summer Walker first? I just don't understand that. So Summer Walker posted this on her Instagram story, and this was from November 10th when you could see Celina was congratulating Summer Walker. She said, congrats on your album, and I apologize for real if I ever caused any drama in your life over a loser. I know his sis lives with you, but you know he's a loser, LOL. I love you, keep up the good music. So I did not know Lil Meech's sister stayed with Summer Walker. And Summer Walker was
Well,
just
that's news to me.
nonchalant about the whole situation. She just kept commenting under the Shade Room comments and basically saying stream her album. Enrico Reckless even had something to say in the comment section and said, I got some top one time on the phone with them, did too, so technically it don't count, and I'm married now, leave me out of this. So basically he's saying all he got was some top and his friends did too, and he's married now, so he doesn't want to be the topic of their, back and forth. But the only person that brought him up was Celina.
But why you feel like that was
Celina
needed, like to
brought up
say?
this whole
Like that's messed up.
situation, and now she wants to clap back at Summer Walker for saying something like she didn't start this.
That's some clout
But
chasing that
anyways,
stuff
I
though.
would like to know you guys'
To be
thoughts
saying
and
that
opinions
and
on
bringing
all
that
of
up
these
all of
topics
a
down
sudden.
in the comment section below.
I really enjoy when y'all let me use my political science degrees. Because, Nicki, why is you at the UN lying to those people? Now, I was just on the internet and found out that this woman, Nicki Minaj, was at the UN lying to those people. Now, according to her UN speech, she was making basically a heartfelt declaration as an ambassador for Nigeria, which is crazy because she's from Trinidad. But we'll get to that in a minute. But making this heartfelt declaration for Christians in Nigeria and claiming that there happens to be some sort of side. Now let's get to the facts of what's actually going on in Nigeria because I think there's a little bit of stink in the water. Now this is according to Rolling Stone magazine, and I highly encourage you to read this article because it's very short but it's very to the point. Now Donald Trump and Nicki Minaj, as well as others, are attempting to state that there is Christian persecution slash side going on in Nigeria. Now there are two very prominent organizations who are reporting that this information is false. The first being the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project, and the second, the Council on Foreign Relations. The Council on Foreign Relations and those two organizations have repeatedly stated that the notion that Christians are being disproportionately attacked is a dangerous reduction of the nature of the violence in Nigeria. Now, Nigeria is made up of about 45% Muslim and 55% Christians, which live in more of a hegemonic society because they live together and they've lived together for hundreds of thousands of years, and they're okay with that. Now, according to the senior special assistant to the president of Nigeria, he stated that both religions actually live side by side together peacefully. What's actually occurring and what you're witnessing is along the sidelines and conflict that unfolds within the communities. And the same thing you can see right here in America. Sometimes conflicts just happen between neighbors. Islamist organization, but they murder just as many Muslims as they do Christians because their ultimate goal is to basically overthrow the Nigerian government, and they're doing it in the name of religion, which has nothing to do with the billions and billions and billions of Christians and Muslims across the globe. These are just extreme extremists. But we see that everywhere. Boko Haram is not specifically targeting Christians. They're targeting anybody, any faction that gets in their way. And shout out to Tammy. If you guys don't know, this is Tammy Waka Flocka's ex-wife. She says it best in the comment section of the Shade Room. And you can pause to read it, but essentially she says, don't be blinded and misguided by this. The U.S. rarely ever intervenes, which is also true. Then she also stated that if it wasn't for a strategic or financial benefit, the U.S. wouldn't be doing anything. And Nikki, before you go back in their line to those people, do a little bit more research. But unfortunately, I don't think you actually care.
Nas, like this tweet that I wrote most recently about being called and listening to God when he calls you to do something, whether or not anybody likes it. World may hate you for it. But if God is telling you to use your power, use your authority to shine a light on something, you do it. Black woman spoke at the United Nations today, and she did it very beautifully, eloquently.
No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated on social media. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other.
That's true though, and just that message alone, I feel like people need to listen up.
The person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in any.
Because it's a person's belief. Like, why people go like do that?
Where not only did she read, but she also spoke from the top of her head, and everything that she said made such perfect sense.
Yes, I said the same exact thing.
Given a customized barb pink sweater from the United Nations, and I don't know about y'all, but I literally was so proud when I seen her up. As I say, when we all pass away, God ain't gonna care about you being a Democrat or Republican.
That's true though.
Black or white, because all this flesh on us is gonna turn into dust. It's gonna be about that heart, about your spirit, and whether or not you stood up for what was right, regardless of who was wrong being there. Nicki Minaj today answered what her spirit told her to do, not what she knew everybody out here would condemn her for. And because of that, y'all better really watch out for her. Because when you answer what God tells you to do, despite what other people don't want you to do, that's when you standing in real power. Nicki, you look bomb today, baby girl.
No facts. Like honestly, I feel like Nicki don't even age at all. Like Nicki looked the same like she did in like 2006. Like man, Nicki doesn't age at all. But I do feel like that. Everybody have their own different beliefs, and everybody have their own, what they believe in. And you feel me? I don't feel like people should just bash Nicki Minaj. Like 600,000 followers, like that's a lot. Like a lot of people don't even have that on their Instagram pages. So to say 600,000 people, and I can promise you, out of those 600,000 people that unfollow Nicki Minaj, I could promise you about almost 35 to 40% of people voted for Trump. This how I don't be understanding. Like people be so like biased, and when it come down to like different things, and they be like, "Oh, I hate Trump. I hate Trump. I don't like Trump. I don't like Trump. I hate this Trump." But be the main person that's voting for those people. Like I don't be understanding when it comes down to like people. Like y'all pick a side sometimes. Like or some people just pick a side. Just because their parents wants to vote for that person, so they're gonna vote. Based off who their parents are going, for, and they actually don't even, believe in, the things that Trump says, but they're still gonna vote for Trump because of their parents. Like I just don't be understanding. Like some people just gotta have their own opinions. Like when you're making a vote for elections and stuff, like you're going in there by yourself. So like you shouldn't be mad at the fact that a person have their own like different beliefs and stuff. So I feel like you mostly gotta focus on your beliefs and your opinions, and y'all shouldn't bash anybody because somebody can understand at a certain extent and agree with the president. You feel me? Like I might not agree everything that Trump does. I might agree to certain things that he do. Me personally, that's why a lot of people can't talk about politics, because politics it could it could affect a lot of people like relationships because everybody have different beliefs. But for the simple fact, like y'all know, y'all need to give people chances and stuff, and let people, And I'm glad Nikki had the courage to, basically, talk about, the things that she agree with, talk about her beliefs, talk about, the things that's going on in this world, and being, having the courage, to do so, because not a lot of people would out like go up there and basically, you know and voice their opinions and stuff. Like a lot of people might be scared to say something. A lot of people might be scared to, speak up. But shout out to Nikki, for being brave and being encouraged to, voice her opinion, and just not being, scared to, speak her mind, because not a lot of people would do that, honestly. So shout out to Nicki Minaj, honestly. I feel like y'all should stop bashing her, stop unfollowing her, because it's getting out of hand, honestly. But when it comes down to like Megan Thee Stallion, I don't feel like she is pregnant. But if she is, congratulations. But I did see her and Clay Thompson did move into a house together. So congratulations to them. They doing a big one. I know Megan Thee Stallion going through like court and situation. So I'm gonna have to touch bases upon like the court situation, because I know a lot of people not even talking about the situation. It's like everybody doing it on the hush hush. But when it came down to like Tory Lanez and stuff, everybody, the media, everybody was posting it. I know a lot of people talking about it, but I guess because the blogger is not like a big blogger. She got a name and she got like a buzz for herself, but she's not that much into um like she's not a big person like as a Tasha K. Like you remember when Tasha K and Cardi B went through courts and stuff? That was like a big thing, and everybody was talking about it, about Tasha K had to owe Cardi B, and everybody knew that information. But when it came down to like this blogger, a lot of people not voicing their opinions on that. I know Armand Wiggins is basically touching bases upon that situation. Um, because he said that he feel like that Megan Thee Stallion, the reason why Megan Thee Stallion is suing her is because of her basically going up, falling for Tory Lanez. Like she was on Tory Lanez side, and I guess she feel like Megan Thee Stallion had a problem with Gorilla because Gorilla posted, I guess like a song of Tory Lanez on her page, and I guess she felt like Megan Thee Stallion was supposed to, I mean Gorilla was supposed to be her friend. So why you sitting there just posting Tory Lanez music? So I guess she felt some type of way about that. But that's kind of crazy and stuff. But that is for the video. That's it for the video, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 3K subscribers. And as always, guys, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. As always, be breezy, don't be easy. Yeah.
What can I say? Can you dance? She wanna be big. Never stress, and that's what I say. I don't care what nobody say. I am lit.